Welcome to the Holler Homestead, guys. I hope you can all hear me. I believe my mic is set up right. Just drop me a yes in the comments if you can. And we just had a very fun adventure right before we went on. First of all, this is LT. Say hi, LT. Okay, LT, go. Mama Sauce, come on. Mama Sauce is going to join me tonight.
That's that.
There we
I get
go.
to make a stage entrance.
Shoes. Okay. Hi. What do you guys ready? Okay, good. Everything's going well. Is everything going well with the event planning? Yes, it is. We're doing well. We had a little bit of a hard day today because there was a request to get the agenda where the tent and the garage sessions were side by side on one piece of paper. And surprisingly, this took how many hours?
5.
5 hours to do in InDesign. That was exciting. She's also not grumpy right now. Are you grumpy?
Not anymore. Done.
That was funny. Anyway, we're getting all set. I'm starting to get, I always get really excited at this point, but also I wish I had 7 more days. I'll be, 2 days before the event saying I wish I had another week. So we've reached the I wish I had another week phase of getting ready for Self-Reliance Festival. And we're doing well. Tomorrow we drive to Centerville, Tennessee, which is about an hour from Camden. And I'm speaking at the Back to the Land Festival. So I don't know who my scheduler is, but she's fired because she totally scheduled me to speak this weekend, which is the weekend before Self-Reliance Festival. So that's not stressful at all. And I only have about 100 pounds of coffee to roast tomorrow morning. So I think we'll be okay, right?
We're headed.
Yeah, I mean, it's all going to happen. But it's funny how this particular fall, lots of events have been on the schedule. And so we're like event after event after event. Some of you might feel that way too if you're going to all of them. So I know how that is. So the purpose of, hi, Jen, last minute agenda, so the cool thing about the agenda is we at the last minute we have the capacity to project slides in the garage. And thanks to Hatch, my nose itches, excuse me. What Nicole needs is a new personal assistant. Yeah, so Letty has volunteered to make the spreadsheet that we use for tracking a little bit better. And we haven't sent her anything because we spent 5 hours on the agenda instead of sending her the spreadsheet. But Letty, you're going to get the spreadsheet tomorrow. So no worries. And that's just making sure the volunteer schedule is up. And we have all these things we do with registration to make sure the right people get the right kind of tickets and all of that. We added some layers of complexity this year or this round by having the VIP pass, which adds a few other perks. We have t-shirts coming for sale. So I don't know if I've said that at all, but we printed about 250 t-shirts or
200.
so. Yeah, 250, not 200.
Okay.
Yeah. I paid for 250. I talked to the lady and I told her to print 200 and she said, that's only 200. And I said, well, divide them between large and extra large because those are the most popular. So we have 250 coming and we're working with somebody in Washington on that, not the other person in our network who does t-shirts. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll work with you because it was a rush order at the last minute. And I already knew you were working on other t-shirts, A, and B, this person, there's a compelling reason why I wanted to do that. But I'll tell you about privately at Self-Reliance Festival when I see you. Did you get the shower all finished or do we need to do anything this weekend? You don't need to do anything this weekend. The shower is not finished. Ken, the guy who built the stage for Self-Reliance Festival, is coming out to finish the shower at most. So that's going to be on Thursday and Friday. I'll reach out to you if we need help digging the ditch for the drain. That's fun, some fun work right there. But I think we'll be okay. It's just about finishing it up, getting the plumbing done. I'm getting pressure reducers to bring out so we don't blow up the showers when we hook them up to the hose, spigots, which are super high pressure. And then, of course, we're going to have some people test them out. And since there will already be people camping on Thursday night, maybe they can test them Friday morning if we're lucky, or if not, and Ken needs a second day to get it all done, we'll do it then. But that's what's up with the showers. Hope you guys aren't too stressed getting prepared. Appreciate your work. Hey, you know what? We're not too stressed. We are a little bit, we always get a little edgy at this. Tactical, am I edgy yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm edgy. Are you? Is Mama Sauce edgy yet?
Oh.
He doesn't know. He hasn't talked to her. We get a little. We get a little. Let's just say direct between now and the people ask us questions and we just answer them. Yes. No. There's no yes please or no thank you right now. We just sort of answer things very directly.
Does it mean we don't listen to long stories about why someone's asking a question?
We also don't just ask the question. Don't tell me why. If I need to know why, I'll totally ask you why. But it's okay to just send me an email with the question and nothing else.
Unless you're a vendor. If you're a vendor, send that email to Jennifer.
Yeah, but you already know that if you're a vendor. So we divided up the work this time, so it's a little lighter this time than last time. Last time we were way more stressed out.
Oh, were we?
Mom doesn't believe me. Are you as stressed out as last time?
At least.
Okay. I'm not as stressed out, so I don't know. Nicole, my son and I will be in town late Wednesday night, and we'll be great. I could use help setting up the event Thursday because Tactical won't be here to do it because we need him on the sheep. So he's not coming until either Thursday night or Friday morning. And it's like 3 or 4 people gets that done. And then we need to brace it so it won't blow away if we have one of those awesome Tennessee storms. So that is what it is. Hi, Spags. Spags! He got on the live stream on Wednesday and I typed in all caps, Spags. And he was like, Nicole. So yeah, we're it's not as stressful this time. We're doing things a little bit differently. And I do know that we want a third event coordinator for 2023. I'm considering working with event coordination companies. I don't know. But I felt like the thing I wish we had, in hindsight, been able to do more of was reach out to more sponsors and some of those things that help finance the event. And I want to keep ticket prices low enough that people can come. So we're looking at that for next year, ideas for those sorts of things, because I feel like if I'm more purposeful to ask for sponsorship, we will get more sponsors. And I think we can, with that foundation, we can really, while preserving the community bottom-up nature of this event, also make it even better every time, make some money for the work that we're putting in, and really grow the event in a way that's pretty positive. The one thing that's very important to me and that I'm not letting go of is this event started with a question. And the question was, what can you all do to teach each other stuff, right? It was very hard to word this question because I don't know what stuff right? I remember originally asking that question and it started that way and then it's stayed that way. We do have, more, after that first event, we've had more sort of bigger name speakers come, and that's good. But there's always a balance between people you may not have ever met or heard of and people who have heard of. And that's something that's very important to me to keep as part of this event, because I never know when we're going to meet somebody who knows, how to shave a pig nose. I don't know. That's kind of a weird example, but how to do something I never thought I wanted to learn how to do. And the power of the Self-Reliance Network, the SOE network, the LFTN network, the TSP network, all the networks that are coming together, right? The power of these networks is to network and to teach each other and to understand that learning doesn't have to just come from a big name speaker, right? It can come from anybody around you. And I think that is one, it's one of the many things, but it's one thing about this festival that's different than a lot of other ones. Okay, TLR, I'm on my way down right now. All right. Talk to me when I get there regarding that. I will talk to you. Jenny says, patches, logos on the shirts for sponsorship. Yeah, something like that. For the sponsors, we put banners up in the tent. And we think we have some other opportunities. We have like the porta potty sponsorship. It's Back-a-Bog.
Yep.
Back-a-Bog, where you can put an advertisement where people pee, which may seem weird, but they'll see it. And we've never done printed programs because what I see happening with printed programs is some people love to carry them around and other people throw them away. And then you end up with litter that you have to pick up. And the cool thing about the Self-Reliance Festival crowd is people who didn't make the litter still pick up the litter. So usually when we leave, there's no garbage anywhere, and that's great. And that's because y'all do that. But I think about, printing 500 programs, and if they're not going home with somebody to be like immortalized on their wall or something, we're just throwing that away again. So we're trying to balance that. And I think there'll be some maps printed out at the info booth.
There'll be maps to refer to.
And we're going to send out a PDF of the schedule that you can print yourself if you want one to take it. I think that's what we're going to do. Or you can copy it to your phone and have it on your phone. So those are some ways to have that without having all of the paper mess. And then, of course, Mama, I dropped it, so I can't show you. But she did, after lots of cursing, and she didn't actually curse, but she did make frustrated noises. My mom doesn't say bad words very often. Like, I can probably count them on one hand my whole life. And she made frustrated noises while laying this out. And this is like the third or fourth approach that she took. And it's something that's easy to do in Word, but when you're going to blow it up to 11 by 17, it's a totally different thing. Hey, guys, do me a favor. Hey, Mama Sauce, see you next weekend. There's Chef Brett is in the house. That's right.
Goodness.
Chef Brett, we can't wait to taste the food you are cooking for us. That is something I am so stoked that we are able to do this time. And it was so funny. It almost got canceled. I was traveling. See, LT has to get on the back of the couch now. There's his butt. There you go, guys. You got to see kitty butt today. We were traveling together on vacation up in Maine, and I was talking to Brett and his wife, and kind of talking about there's just not a good option to go out to dinner that's close enough to Self-Reliance Festival that I think can get us in and out like in an hour, and that will work out for what we want to do for the VIP dinner. But I really want to have a VIP dinner, and I was like, I guess I could cater it in. And then I'm looking at a caterer who I can trust to make good food. And can you put your dog out, please? She's about to start barking. And I don't know if Cece's out or not, but she was. Okay. So I realized, I could just hire Chef Brett, and he looked at his schedule, and it was free, and we could serve it under the event tent and just bring tables and chairs out for the dinner and then clear them again. And it suddenly became an easy thing to do instead of this project. I was like trying to find somewhere off site we could all drive to. Now we don't have to drive anywhere to go out to eat for that dinner. So that's kind of cool. Hey, Chris Spees, welcome to the live chat. So the purpose of being here, guys, is for you to ask questions. I was actually going to ask Chuck if I put a link in the comments. Can you hop on and just talk a little bit about what you're doing for the first aid part of this, the medical center that you're putting together? Because we haven't really covered that much, and I don't know if you're in a place where you can do that. So just put yes if you can. I'll put a link in the comments. Everybody else on the stream, please don't just try to come into StreamYard. It won't let you in anyway. I have to let you in. So you might as well just stay on the live stream. That's all I'm saying. So can you explain parking this time around? It's going to be like last time. So there is a parking lot by Big Daddy's at the entrance to Self-Reliance Festival, $5 for the whole weekend. And you go there, and there will be parking people, particularly in the morning, showing you where to park, taking your money, giving you your pass for the weekend. You can leave and come back from that lot. You don't have to pay more than one time. It's good. It's a very, very easy walk from there to Self-Reliance Festival. Somebody said it's about 200 yards. That is 4 football fields. No, that's 2 football fields. 2 football fields. You can do this. And then registration is at the entrance. Now, we do have some on-compound parking for somebody I know who has a mobility issue. The VIP passes get you parking there, and some staff parking. But because we have so much on the compound going on, we have limited parking there. So yes, Chuck, I can give you 5. Just I'm going to give you the link now. No, just tell me when you want the link. Chat when you want the link. So for the on-compound parking, some of the cars will be parked in to fit who we need to fit there, which means we'll get your phone number and you'll get interrupted, and we'll need to move cars if people need out. We're going to do our best to have, like, my car can just be parked in until 8 o'clock at night. Doesn't matter. It's not going anywhere. And if we need to run off site to get something, we can use somebody else's car if we have to. Yeah. It takes 3 minutes to walk at the normal pace, if even that. Yeah, it's really not, it's not that bad. The other thing is if you're camping, you can drop off your camping stuff and then go park. Like we worked that out last time. A lot of campers, so campers who are taking, people who are taking the Plant Guild class, campers are arriving Thursday night. There aren't very many of you. Your cars can be on the compound on Thursday night. Friday, they're going to get relocated right after the Plant Guild class, after the parking lot is set up down at Big Daddy's. So that's how parking's working. Last time we actually tried to let campers on Friday night also leave their cars on there, and we had a big issue on Saturday morning. So now we're just going to make sure everybody's parked there Friday night. Gate closes at about 8 o'clock on Friday. So if you're coming in to camp, get there earlier. You can start coming in at 3 o'clock to camp. To the extent that we can, we will make picking up your lanyard and all that possible sooner than Saturday morning. And we kind of have some rough times. Mom will have them, Mama Sauce, or I will have them, or if there are volunteers to have them, we have. So if you've prepaid your ticket, we just have a lanyard for you to pick up. The first 200 people who pick up their lanyards get a second thing in there that lets you pick up a swag bag. And the swag bags will be over at the Holler Roast info booth area for you to pick up. And if I get into midday Saturday and people haven't picked them up, then I'm just going to start handing them to people, and you snooze, you lose. That's how that works. But there are 200 swag bags. So I know that those will be gone in a second and a half at this event. So, and they're made by John Willis at Special Operations Equipment. There are some different things put inside there. I don't know. There's one thing I need to follow up on, but yeah. So we put those together on site next week. Just the things that go inside them. Guys, a really good way to get your brand in front of people at an event like this is to put swag in the swag bag. And so we usually ask the vendors if they want to put something, but if you want to put something in the swag bag, it's too late now, unless you can get it to, you can get 200 pieces to Special Operations Equipment without making John Willis frustrated with you or Amanda Willis frustrated with you by Wednesday noon. If you can do that, I'll put them in the swag bags. Just saying. Whether or not you're a vendor. But next time, we're going to be a little more clear and upfront about how that works so people have time to get stuff done for that. Okay. Chuck is ready. I'm giving you the link. And we're going to have him talk about stuff, medical stuff.
This will be interesting.
Tick bites, decapitation.
Of what? Ticks?
Arterial bleeds. No, I don't know what he's going to talk about. Heat exhaustion. That could happen. The weather looks like, it kind of looks like it's hot right now and it's going to chill, but not chill too much. And that's kind of cool. So I think we chose a good weekend for this. We will see though.
Bring a raincoat.
You know what? If everybody brings a raincoat, it won't rain. That's the way it's going to be. There is not rain in the forecast, but we're too far out to know.
Yep. It rained here today.
It was not. There was no rain in the forecast, and it did rain here today. Okay, Chuck is on. Welcome, Chuck. How's it going?
Good. How are you all?
Great. Hey, tell us what you're going to do for the medical center. I'm curious about that.
Well, of course, I'll be there if anybody has any medical issues. I mean, I'll have supplies if you've got a boo-boo to I can handle major trauma, illnesses, anything like that. I'm also, during the weekend, I'm going to have some designated times I'll be there to allow people to practice some hands-on stuff. Everything from if they want to learn how to put on a tourniquet, learn how to take vital signs. I'll even have an EpiPen trainer there. I'm also going to have some stuff there to do some wound closures. If you'd like to give a try at a skin stapler, I'm going to have a demo thing there, some wound packing stuff. And even I can teach you how to do a nasal airway, nasopharyngeal airway, how to insert one and things like that. So I'm going to have several different trainers, different things. I have lots of equipment out to display, and they'll also all be, of course, in special operations equipment bags. So but yeah, I'll have everything there, so I can show a lot of hands-on stuff for different things, and I'll have some information to hand out. Plus, I'll give my demonstration. I believe it was Sunday, if that's still true.
It's still Sunday. I
Okay.
think you're still in the same spot. So the agenda got finalized today. By finalized, I mean if something weird comes up, some stuff may move, but we asked all the speakers if they wanted a projector, and if we had to move somebody around, we did. And that's all done. It's online at selfreliancefestival.com. Just click on agenda and you can see. And the emails to speakers are going out tomorrow that just says, look at the agenda to make sure you know when your time is. But you can look now. You don't have to wait for that email.
Well, I'm also going to have a little bit of equipment available, some pre-made kits and a few pieces of equipment available for sale. With the supply chain issues right now with some medical stuff, I couldn't get everything together to make a lot of kits, but I'll have some. And Self-Reliance Weekend will also be, I have started my own business. I'm going to be doing and some medical stuff, and I will have information for that to give out, and they can talk to me about if they'd like for me to come teach them some variety of classes, and I'll be launching my website next week.
Awesome. Nothing like an event to make you get your website built, is there?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I've done that. That's how Hollow Roast launched, right? I was going to be on Jack Spirko's show, and I was already doing Hollow Roast, but I was sending everybody to hollerhomestead.com, which made no sense, and livingfreeintennessee.com. And I was like, this is dumb. So
yeah, I've been
more
working on the website.
Building this website.
Yeah, I've been working on it for several months, and I'm just launching everything. I thought I'd wait until this weekend to kind of make the official word.
Awesome. Great. Well, thanks for hopping on and telling us about that. One of the things I love about the festival is there's always somebody who wants to do medical training, and then they're always like, hey, I can do first aid support too while we're there, which is at every other event difficult to get covered. This is like everybody wants to do it. I'm like, that's great.
Yeah, I'll be there. Every event, I'll be there to give support. And if you still want me talking, I'll keep talking if people want me.
Awesome. Great. Okay, well, we're going to say goodbye, but thanks for coming on, Chuck.
All right, thanks.
All right. So it's kind of fun to be able to bring people on like that.
I love that.
Yeah. So I don't know. So what I didn't realize was Fortress K9 last time was able to come on until the end because he'd emailed me. And I was in like hyper focus mode. Don't look at emails. Don't look at notifications. Just get everything done, which I do. That's why I don't answer your text messages very timely sometimes because I don't look at them all the time. And I realized afterwards, I was like, oh, man, that would have been perfect to have him like come tell what he's going to do with all the dog demonstrations. But, next time I'll know that. Evan is on too. Evan, you want to come on and say something? Because you totally can. We have a little bit of time left. Any other questions from the Peanut Gallery? Anything I should be telling them about that you can think of?
Bring chairs.
Bring chairs. Yeah, so we don't provide chairs. That said, I bring 10 chairs. So we provide 8 chairs because there's 2 of us. But because of that, if you want to sit down under the tent or in the garage, bring a camping chair. Super easy to do. If you're flying in, don't. If you have an extra chair and want to bring 2 and share, do that. That makes it, we fit a lot more people in standing, and then it just makes the whole event go way smoother. Plus, I don't have to figure out where to store chairs at John Willis's because I basically filled up his shipping container as near as I can tell for this event.
Pretty much.
Remember, it was like, we have all this space in the shipping container. I'm like, great, we'll put more stuff in there. Then I don't have to take it back to my house. That's the way that's gone, right? Okay, Evan, do you have the same link that he had, or do I need to repaste it? Yeah, we get bread at SRF. Oh, you get to Miss Fredwina gets to man the restaurant. Angie's running the show. I don't know if she's running the bar, I'm sure. Well, Angie, thanks for doing that so that we could get Brett to cater a meal for the VIPs. I appreciate it. And we will see you in the spring. Probably the last weekend of March, but I don't know for sure yet. I need to look at I kind of need to look at my choir performance schedule.
Oh, that'd be an idea.
Yeah, maybe try not to schedule right on top of that concert. There is one. Probably not the last weekend of March, though. It's probably the first weekend of March.
Used to be February-ish.
Yeah, usually. So
somewhere in there.
we get iced out for these choir things because they're in February. Digital Pass question: do you know if the demonstrations will be recovered by the live stream, or is it just presentations? So everything that's listed on the tent and in the garage will be covered. I don't know if we're going to sneak into the cabin workshop area or not. It's more of a workshop anyway, more interactive. And I don't know, did they try to get so I can't promise like the blacksmithing demonstration or anything. I can talk to Rebecca to see if there's a way for us to capture some of that. But we do have, like, the dogs will be captured partially because we have an hour to do that and those other things. So that's what I know about that. But I don't know that the sawmill or the things like that are going to be recorded. Mom's going to talk about it now.
We've got some demonstrations that will be neither in the garage nor in the tent. There will be a weaving guild in a booth out in Vendor Row who's just there to let you try to weave. There may be a spinning mechanism, I think drop spindle, out there for much of the weekend. The dogs have both the RV area and they'll be doing some hands-on or eyes-on, depending on the training, over in the animal compound. There's a grist mill, we hope, and a sawmill. They won't be in Vendor Row nor in either the garage or event tent. What else?
Distilling for fuel.
Distilling for fuel. There is one other. Oh, Stephen Boone of SHTF Fitness will have a demonstration mostly in his booth where I can't say that very easily.
That was cute.
Apparently it was funny. He's got a fitness challenge for you to address. Yeah. All of us to address.
But he's doing a presentation. So the things that are more like ongoing out of those two spaces probably won't be captured, but there may be some footage shot of them, but they're not really like how to do this sort. I'm not sure they translate well. Okay, we're going to bring Evan on. Evan, what are you going to be talking about? Radio Made Easy.
Hey. Yeah, I'm a first-time vendor this time, so I just started this company to be able to help people use radios more effectively. So I noticed a lot of people are overwhelmed and intimidated by the subject, how to get off-grid communications. So trying to bridge that gap. So I appreciate the chance to talk. I wasn't prepared, but never going to pass that opportunity. So.
But I get to market what I'm doing before the event. Yeah, that's right on. Cool. Well, thanks for telling us that. Anything you want to ask us while you're here? Or?
Do you guys have comms for your team set up?
We don't. Well, we have Zello on the phone. We use Zello.
Okay. Yeah.
But I would love to troubleshoot how to have better comms, because we've tried some different things there that haven't worked because the metal building has been problematic for us.
Yeah. Yeah. So, let's talk about it. Maybe I can sponsor SRF team comms for next time.
Yeah, let's get that done.
Sounds good.
That would be awesome. That's been my dream, is to have like the little ear thing or something that I can understand what's going on across the campus. So
yeah, the last time I was there, the cell phone situation was a bummer. So I can imagine.
It works there though.
Yeah. Well,
out of all things.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. Thanks for having me on. Take care.
Yep. Take care. What frequency should radio users get on? If you're going to AM from there? Do you know yet?
Oh, from there. Come to my booth and I'll figure out. I'll see what's open, and we'll all sync up on a simplex frequency while we're out there.
The Telegram group for Self-Reliance Festival?
I am. Yep.
So people who are not coming, who are interested in knowing about where ham might happen from SRF, get on the Telegram group. It's t.me/SRF community, I believe. Let me look.
Sounds right.
Yeah, I just have to be sure. And it's not easy. Yeah, SRF community. Get on there. You have to jump through some hoops so we know you're not a robot. And
I got caught by that one.
Yeah, and if you get caught by that one, we can get you out of jail, but you have to let us know you got caught. More than one person has needed a little extra help. And then you can put frequency information out on there too for the people who are off site. That's a great
Yeah.
way to get it. So yeah, great.
And Evan,
Cool.
will you drop by the information booth with the word of the frequency, and it will also go out from the information booth.
Yes,
as
ma'am.
well as yours.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Thanks. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye. All right. This is fun. I've never brought people on this before. Of course, this is like our 4th show on this channel. Anyway, what else did I see? Sawmill. Cool. Yep. We're going to have a sawmill, and the grist mill I think is coming. I need to circle back and make sure he's really coming. So I'm not going to promise that till he's there. That's just the way that goes. What were we getting into before radio? Oh, so Self-Reliance Festival is going to happen next year too. And we've already started talking about dates. We're already kind of talking March and October, and doing a 3rd alum only event that you have to have been to a Self-Reliance Festival physically to go to. And because we're talking about next year now, it's a really good time to start thinking like, hey guys, I have this great idea for the event. Doesn't mean we'll do it, but I'm thinking of doing like a 2023 token that gets you to all the events, for example. And I don't know if we'll actually print a coin or if we just do like a year pass or something of that nature. But I'm thinking of doing packages for the whole year next year in advance for people who are, I mean, because a lot of you have come, like we've got a lot of you coming to your 4th event,
Yep.
and this is the 4th one. That's kind of cool, right? So we're going to put some ideas like that together. And if you have ideas, now's a good time, because I will be finalizing with the team pretty much everything by the end of the year for next year. And our goal is to have penciled in dates by this next week, Self-Reliance Festival. We've already been penciling them, and we may ink them in. I want to double check with Spags that we don't double book again like we did. So I want to kind of send it out to a couple people and not do something silly. And so that's the other thing I'm thinking about. We're standing at the beginning of a new phase for Self-Reliance Festival, where we can do a lot of other cool things. And I'm excited that we've been able to add music this time, and the VIP pass, which is those VIPs, by the way, thank you for buying those, because that's helping us make this event not cost money and actually make a little bit of money. So I really appreciate that. And we added live streaming last time, but we have the digital passes this time. So it's been a big bunch of improvements. Neethi is in the house. Hey, Neethi, you want to come on and tell us what you're going to talk about? Or are you not somewhere where you'll be? Neethi's going to be here. She's going to say yes or no when she catches. There's always this lag between when I ask the question and when you all hear it in the comments. And then it's like trying to get your thumbs to work on your phone. That's always fun. Anyway, Tiger Paw 1129 is saying hello to Neethi. Anyway, every event offers more to learn. That's right. That's the goal. We want everyone to be better. And the cool thing at the SOE compound is that he's doing improvements between every event that we do. So we were kind of talking about that on Wednesday, where it's also built in some accountability for him. Okay, I think by 15 minutes, Neethi will probably be wrapped on this, but maybe next time. Yes, if we're still on. She's probably driving. Are you texting and driving? No, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that publicly. I don't want to know. Anyway, so we're doing this Unloose the Goose session there. That'll be fun, because so many of the gaggle are going to be on hand. That's one of the cool things about Jack starting that, was that a bunch of us who didn't know each other met each other, and now we do stuff together all the time. So that's really fun. Tactical, anything else I should talk about? He just gave me the deer in the headlights look.
I just got a text message that I'm responding to. We'll talk about after.
Uh-oh. Okay. So, big eyes. Deer in headlights. So he doesn't have anything to add to what we're doing. So I guess if we don't have other questions, we may sign off, guys. It's sort of a short live. I think we've covered everything on other ones. Camping, I think we've clarified. Tents only on the compound. If you have a camper or an RV, reach out to us because we'll have you park. So there are places where you can park nearby. There's also a really great campground 4 miles away with hookups and heated showers and bathrooms. And the guy who runs it gives a discount if you're coming to Self-Reliance Festival. So that's not sad. Not sad at all. And the people I know who stayed there have loved it. They have absolutely loved it. And right now I'm blanking on the name of it, which is not helpful to that guy. But it's on the website. It's on the website. The website's our friend. All right. Okay. So I'm not seeing any other questions, guys. Thank you for joining in. Next Thursday night at 7, I think I'll do one more live stream for Self-Reliance Festival from Special Operations Equipment or from my Airbnb. I'm not sure which. So, but we'll do it as long as I have internet. I will do that live stream for any last minute questions. Some of you at that point will already be on site. I'm really excited to see y'all next week, and we're going to go make great new relationships. We're going to learn some new things. We're going to get inspired to go out and take on the world and to thrive through transitions rather than let them get us down. I will see you there. Bye-bye, everybody.